Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my another video tutorial on Android app development. And so guys, this will be the part 5 of my video series on SQLite data app using Android Studio. Alright guys, so I am back after 6 months, so I hope that you have missed me. But now I am back and I will try to make these videos regularly. Alright guys, so here what I am going to do is, first of all, we are going to continue our coding. And here first of all, let me okay, so in my last part, I mean the part 4 of this video series, I had shown you the output. And so our application is running with the single table. We are able to display the data from the table, and then we are able to insert the data inside the database. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to write the code for the subcategory. So we will have to use the foreign key for this. Okay, so I will teach you how we can connect the two tables with in a single database. So here, let me first of all create a new activity. So I will click on new and I will go to activity, and let me select the empty activity, and here I write this activity as subcategory activity. Alright, so I will click on finish. So now I am going to make a model class, just like we created the model class of this category. So now we can create another model class. So I will click on new Java class and we name it as subcategory. Alright, so after we have this, we can initialize the variables. So we will have an ID for the subcategory, then we will have a subtitle, and then we will have the category ID, because we really need that category ID. Okay, because we have to insert or display the data based on that category ID. Alright, and here we can just I press alt in. Here we have this public subcategory, and here we will say string ID, string subtitle, and string category ID. Let me write. Alright, and here inside this we can write this dot subtitle equal to subtitle, and similarly for the ID, for the category ID, here like this. And then we can just have to use the getters. So here right click and click on generate and click on getters, and let me have all these getters here. Alright, so now we have all these we have created this model class. So now we are going to okay, so after this we have this you can see sub category activity. Alright, here let me first of all just rewrite it to relative layout. Okay, and after that, first of all, let me go to the category adapter, and here you can see that we are passing the array list of type category here, and we are then okay, so here we are able to display the categories. Okay, but we haven't used write the code for the on click event of that particular category. So for that, what I can do is, I can simply say item view dot set on click listener, new on click listener. So now we have that listener here, and what we are going to do is, we are just going to call our activity that we have just created, and that is the subcategory activity. All right, so here let me import the intent, then we can say equal to new intent, and in here we have to pass on the context of of that activity, of our current activity, and then we can just say subcategory activity dot class. And what we need to do is we need to send the category id to that subcategory activity. So for that we can just say category equal to array list category dot get, and here we have the method get adapter position. Alright, so in this way we can simply get the category id of on which the user has clicked on. Alright, so here we can just say in intent dot put extra. Here we can say it like category id, and we can display it category dot get id. Alright, so in this way we can send this category id to our next activity. So for this we can just say context dot start activity, and we can pass on the intent here. So that is the code for our category adapter. So now we are able to display this subcategory activity. Alright, so what we are going to do next is we are going to display this subcategory activity. So when the user clicks on a particular activity, then on a particular category, then we have to open all the subcategories of that particular category. I hope that you are understanding me. So in case if you have any ideas or if you have any questions, you can always comment down below in this video, so I will try to answer all of you. Alright, so here we can say butter knife dot bind this first of all. Then we have to go to our XML file. Here inside that relative layout we have to use a toolbar. So we have the match parent and wrap content. Then we have to set the id, and the id we can set it like toolbar, and then we can have a background, and we can simply say color purple 700. Alright, so that is our toolbar, and after that we have to use the recycler view in order to display the all the subcategories of that particular category. So for that, let me just okay. So here what we are going to do is we are going to use the recycler view. We can say match parent. We set the id of the recycler view as recycler view subcategory, and then we can say it to be below the toolbar. Okay, so it must be below the toolbar, and that's it. And also we need a button just like the, let me show you where, here this we need this floating action button. So I will just copy it and I will paste it right below the recycler view. So here we have this this button also, fab add sub category. So now we have this XML file layout ready. So now we are going to write the code for the subcategory activity. Alright guys, so I think that it is enough for this video. So we will continue in our next part of the video, but for now uh, let me make the structure of our project. So here I will click on packages, and I will have to create a new package named activities. Okay, so we will have the separate packages for the activities for the and for the models, and for the db let me just have another package name, and it will have db database. So sorry. Alright, so now here we can just, and also we can have the adapter. So let me write adapters. Alright, here we have this category adapter. So I will move it and click on refactor, do refactor, and now it's done. And after that we will have the activities. So main activity will be inside our activities package, and then we will have subcategory activities inside our activities. Alright, so here if we want to refresh, so we can just click like this, and now we have the activities inside our packages, inside our activities package, adapters here, and then we have the models here, and we need to just put it into the database. So now we have the database also inside our database, and my constant. So let me just click on new package name, and here we have utils, and just put it like this and refactor. Alright guys, so we will continue in our next part, I mean the part 6 of this video series. So guys, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and good.